Hello to our loving world. My name is Charlie, and I was the wow of the Melon Brando Comedy Hour.
He was good. He had a certain flair that I instantly took to. I thought it was great. Then I gave him an audition, even though my producers advised against it.
And you know, I nailed that audition so
Precisely.
well that he even let me control some of the camera work.
I did. He did great. He did much better than I expected. Above par. Here's par. Here's him. Up here. Way up here.
So high you can't even see
I know. It's out of the frame. It's out of the camera.
Oh my goodness.
It's up here.
You know, I had to admit, though, I can't really keep my accent. I'm sorry.
I know. He's bad at keeping an accent. That's the one thing that I wrote down in the negative side of my papers and the audition, you see.
There were a lot of papers.
There were a lot of papers. There was a lot of red tape too. That's what they always say in the movies.
And there actually was this time?
Red. Yes, I actually.
Right.
I had my paper was ripped, and I had to tape it with red tape.
Now, Luke, as the writer, director, and primary actor of the Melon Brando Comedy Hour, let me just ask you a little question.
Yes. What's that?
How were you able to get so inspired? You know, what drives your just brilliant visions?
Well, I've got to admit, it was a somewhat collaborative effort, you see, because we were talking about Melon Brando, and of course, he's a great actor.
Just one of the best,
and,
really.
Right, of course. And I was talking about my impersonation of him, because I can do one. You want to see it? There it goes. I could have been somebody. You know, it's like that. And so I did that, and we were talking about melons, of course.
Who wouldn't be talking about melons?
No. And we would, you know. And so we were talking about melons, and it came to us that we were talking about literal melons, like actual melons, and we saw the correlation linguistically of melon and marlin, and we put the two together and came out with 4. Which didn't really help us in our situation, but then we you know went on and eventually came up with this this skit. So, I mean, there's really nothing more to say. And
are you giving all your credit to your dashing opening man, Charlie? Then
not all of it, and not even a considerable portion. But I am going to give some credit where credit is due. And it's due to Charlie, partially.
Thank you, Luke. So, Luke.
Yes, what's that?
What did you think of the last Mango in Paris joke?
I thought the last Mango in Paris joke was tops. I mean, I think it was really brilliant, you see, because, but mainly because I was the creator of it, and I thought it was just comedic genius, you see. Yes.
Thank you for the note.